Join Yomiyama School of Death, a school with an accidental suicidal rate higher than the amount of years it'll take for you to pay your tuition. At Yomiyama, you're going to deal with mad teachers, girls that need a haircut, ghosts, lightning storms, self-righteous brats, and of course, the emo whiny pricks.
Antisocial, always dressed in black. He gave almost all of us girls the creeps. Did he say anything to you?
No.
The story of another follows a young boy waking up to a world of bad voice acting.
A fire?
There's a murderer?
First of all, your father will undoubtedly oppose.
I guess, it might seem that way.
Talent is a key factor.
I heard that your dad is a college professor and that he's doing field research in a foreign country. Is that right?
Of course.
Though voice acting isn't the real issue, the real issue stems from a 25-year curse that haunts the students of 3-3, in which students die periodically. For a story marketing itself out early on for being portrayed as a horror show, another is more of a suspense story than anything else. You follow Koichi and a hand grab of students as they deal with the curse, hopefully trying to find a way to stop it. Another prides itself upon shock horror that's as shocking as the character deaths in Saw 3-7. Yes, it's bloody and to some it's shocking, but the characters are so one-dimensional that you resort to naming them based on their role as opposed to their name. You're the emo girl, you're the cocky douche, you're the one with the stupid hair and cute ass, you're the weird looking one, you have black hair, you're the cute girl with glasses, you're Jeff Goldblum, and you're Sandpaper.
It's very nice to meet all of you. I live with my grandparents. I moved here because of my father's job. And, I guess that's about it.
Please give our friend a warm welcome, class.
Though before you get to every character's one defining characteristic, you'll notice early on and say, my goodness, the animation art design here suck. Character models are as basic as it comes, and I swear some of these characters come straight out of some other different anime show out there. It also doesn't help that there are clear inconsistencies going on throughout, especially whenever you see a shot of a character from afar. I also thought that a lot of character scenes feels lazily drawn. The worst thing you can ever do with a character model is have it be stiff and have just a mouth move. It's incredibly lazy, and it only improves later on, being just mediocre and passable at best. The only time anything is given any detail would be the very creepy dolls that have no general purpose or context other than the fact that it looks creepy, and to transition from the commercial breaks.
Hey, do you like America? Do you like guns? Do you like your freedom? If you do, then get ready for Caramel Luigi's Ammunition. Your one-stop place for everything you like in guns, in real life, and in fantasy.
I will praise the intro for being the most scariest thing next to Reiko's voice acting. This show is comprised of red herrings that are supposed to sidetrack you, but all it does is just makes it less scarier. Any sense of horror or fear is gone when it turns out that the plot leads to constant fake-outs. And if you're not getting bewildered by the show's inability to tell a good horror story, you get to see death scenes of characters you barely give a crap about. Oh no, not that faceless kid playing the computer. Oh no, not that girl with the glasses 3 episodes in. Oh no, not that teacher who's been shown for about 3 minutes and... Oh no, not that girl, whoever she is. I think she was the best friend. You see where I'm getting at here?
That's for sure.
It really doesn't help that after having bland characters, shite art and animation, a completely wasted music score, the story in the end is terrible.
Everything's so messed up!
Spoiler alert! But if you're watching this, then chances are you've probably already seen the show. But if you haven't, well, here's the spoilers. But if you don't give a crap about the spoilers, then whatever, continue on to this video. Sure. Top 15 questions regarding another story. Number 1. What makes Koichi so interested in Misaki in the first place? Is it really that puzzling to have a student be absent in school? Number 2. What other reason is there that Koichi has a fascination with Misaki, other than the fact that he wants to pork her? Considering that he has fantasies of her, at one point during one of their first conversations, he was directly staring at her skirt and legs. Isn't it also really creepy that he was stalking her before even having the knowledge that anything weird is happening? Thus making Koichi a lustful creep more than anything else.
Do you have something else to ask me?
Well...
Number 3. Why do you have characters muff around the mystery in nearly every conversation during the first half of the show? It's called subtlety.
Kazumi, Teshigawa, and the others during lunch, right?
Yeah.
Did they say anything? Anything at all?
Not really. They just gave me a tour of the school.
That's all they said? If we're not careful, Akazawa will yell at us.
In simple terms, I'm the one who's in charge of devising and executing countermeasures to protect our whole class.
Protect, devise, and execute?
I want to make sure you understand the situation Class 3 is in and the rules we must follow.
Akazawa, stop!
What? Hold on.
Actually...
Number 4. What is up with the creepy receptionist saying that Koichi is the only customer, considering that the clerk is Misaki's aunt and is in no way a part of the school's conspiracies?
I had no other customers. I could put on some tea.
Thanks. But I'll pass on the tea if you don't mind.
Number 5. Why shrug off the info in the first episode of the show that his aunt is also the teacher? The twist is as much as a shocker as me not knowing that a typhoon in the middle of the summer could hit my house. The point of a thriller mystery and what makes them intriguing to the viewer is for the viewer to be part of the mystery and be able to deuce down the information given and figure out the mystery with the given knowledge. The ghost could have been anybody, for any reason. Nothing prior to it had a good build-up for the aunt being the teacher. Oh, except for this one line.
Now, the fourth thing you're going to need to know is this.
Koichi! The aunt isn't a lost soul because of the story. The aunt is a lost soul because of the sake of the plot. There's a difference between a twist that makes sense and a twist that's pulled out of your ass. That's called being random. All because you didn't see it coming, that doesn't make it good.
I hate the Pink Ranger!
You didn't see that coming, did you? So is that good? By the people who like the show standards, yes, apparently it is. Number 6. So does Misaki now have to periodically check out the school to figure out who the ghost is? This happens to be the only knowledgeable way to end the calamity, which means Misaki has to come there constantly every semester and has to kill the ghost. Imagine her in college or 50 years old and having to ditch class or ditch a retirement home just to go back to junior high and kill a ghost. Number 7. How do you define having extra faculty members? To have extra help or assistance applies to a substitute teacher, a student intern, or basically anybody hired to give out assistance for a short period of time. Nothing in the story pointed out that Koichi's aunt is a temporary employee. So if she wasn't temporary, that must mean that she was a full-time employee, which meant she wasn't an extra.
If you have any troubles, please don't hesitate to ask.
Number 8. How the heck did Katsumi know that by killing the extra student, he ended the curse? By the way, the curse temporarily stopped during mid-month somehow.
That was the one time in the past 25 years when it stopped mid-year.
I call bullshit. The process of killing the lost soul resulted with 3 people dead. The curse implies that somebody, no mention of any specific number, but somebody will die over the course of a month. And the curse did not stop. Actually, people kept dying continually. So, killing the lost soul did squat.
The calamity hasn't been stopped.
Then people will keep dying.
This entire speech about trying to stop the calamity.
I want to tell you the truth and how to stop the calamity. Are you listening? Send the dead where they belong. Send the dead back to death. And that's how to stop the calamity once it's begun.
Means nothing.
I don't understand. Why did it stop?
I'm not certain.
Number 9. What is up with Masaki's left eye? She has a doll eye. She has it because she has an infection and had to replace her original eye. I repeat, she has a doll eye. How can she see people's spirits and sense death? It's not like she has a magical priest or that's a magical eye. No, it's just a doll eye that apparently makes you see death.
That's exactly why it's so strange.
No explanation. This doesn't make any sense. Explain! If this was an over-the-top show, you can kind of get away with it. But if your story is grounded in reality, especially for a show like this, that's supposed to be very, very grounded, you just can't hand-wave it away for being just magic without some explanation. Number 10. Why didn't anybody bother to tell Koichi about the curse till after somebody dies? What was the end goal in that? If we don't tell him anything, he will stop hanging out with that one girl who we don't want him to hang out with in the first place.
What the heck is going on here?
Number 11. Why doesn't the teacher get involved? Why is he putting the responsibility of people's lives in the hands of kids? Number 12. How does Koichi's grandparents not notice their own daughter considering that they live together? Number 13. People periodically die in the school in the past 25 years and ongoing. How is the school not closed yet? How is it that the principal is hand-waving the obvious issue away? I understand there are needs for conflict in a story, so why not have the principal be in on it, instead of just referencing the fact that he just doesn't believe in it?
What's wrong?
Number 14. Why sign up for class 3-3? Just sign up for another class, or better yet, go to another school, which by the way, some of them do. So why not all of them? I know there needs to be a conflict in the plot, but I can name you multiple ways to continue this conflict and have it make sense. Number 15. It's been shown that somebody can be seen as a spectral ghost through a photograph. So why is it nobody has been able to deduce this down over the course of 25 years? You mean to tell me that nobody here has ever looked at a student picture in 25 years? What?
We're okay.
That was the top 15 questions regarding another story.
If you were a cheap jerk, well, lucky you! Everything in Caramel Luigi's Ammunition Emporium is now 80% off. I repeat, everything is 80% off. If I was lying, I would shoot a Carabao. But I'm not gonna!
In the end, another fails to deliver anything to the table. It's a forgettable, mediocre show that doesn't do a single thing good right to give it a pass. Unless you haven't seen any piece of horror fiction in your entire life, you might actually like this. I recommend though, you stay away from another. We here give it a 1.5 out of 5.
So what are you doing? Go to 4324 East Adigan Drive and go to Ammunition right now. But wait, if you call our hotline number now and order, not only do you get a go of magic healing bullets for free, you also get a 40% discount coupon on Lumosity. I repeat, work on your brain with Lumosity. So get your butt off the couch and head to Ammunition right now.